Hello, everyone, and welcome to Everything Iconic with me, Danny Pellegrino. We have a special returning guest here today. We have Luann. Of course, we know her from The Real Housewives of New York. We know you from so many things. You're also on tour with your show, Mary F. Kill. Luann, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? Good to
I'm,
see you.
I know, I'm so happy to see you. And I was just telling you, you look stunning. Did you just come from an event or something? I mean, you're all dressed up. You look incredible.
Well, I did. I was on. I went to page six, and then I was at where else was I? Oh my God! Come on, Roger. Anyway, I came from a press day promoting my tour, which I'm having the best time. I just came back from London.
And the crowds are incredible, Luann. Like I've of course have seen clips in other countries you've been performing for these crowds that are unbelievable. How has it been feeling to just be on a stage in front of so many people?
Feeling Giovanni. Yeah. No, it's been amazing. I mean, I'm blown away. Listen, in London, they've been waiting for me to come for a long time. Do you know what I mean? To come to perform, and finally, we made that happen. And you know, the outpouring of love uh, was just insane. I saw probably 25,000 people move around after somebody else performed, and then they came to me. They've been waiting a long time for my tour, so I'm so happy to be playing. First of all, internationally and in London because I have a lot of friends in London. I lived in Europe for a long time, and then I went to Dublin. And my last show was at Coco, which was like gold gilded boxes, kind of fabulousness, private club. I'd say probably 700 people,
Wow.
which I love because I love that about cabaret because I want it to be intimate. That's why I
Intimate.
started talking below. But a festival, I've never played a festival, so I was like, "Whoa, this is a whole nother level." And let me tell you, the queens in England go above and beyond.
Right?
They really go,
So the gays know how to treat you there.
oh, and they're so polite and so nice. Everybody was so nice. So I absolutely had the time of my life. And last day I played at Coco. I heard Tilda Swinton might be coming,
Okay.
and he did.
And so tell me everything about Tilda Swinton. I was going to ask you about that. Did you get to have a conversation with her? I of course saw the picture that you posted.
Yeah. Oh
What did
no,
you talk about?
they had an after party for me over at Club Coco, and she stayed. She says, "Darling, I just have to say, you spread so much joy. It's just so lovely to watch. You must be exhausted after such a long run. Um, I have a little humble abode in Scotland, and I would love for you to come and visit. I'll make you haggis, which is their local Scottish dish." Wait, so Roger and I we're like this, and she goes, "So do please come. We're going tomorrow. Tomorrow the train leaves at 5 p.m. Let's meet at the train station." I said, "You know what, Tilda? I've never been to Scotland, so but let me get back to you because I just came off the stage." So of course, we took her up on the deal. And Humble Abode is a castle in Scotland. Okay, castle, 300 acres. She's carrying my Giovanni bags up the staircase. I am dying, right?
Oh my gosh.
Charlie, well, let me give you a hot water bottle to take to bed. Sheepskin and covered hot water bottle. And take the dog Louis. Louis, come. Jump in the Countess's bed. You're going to keep her company tonight. I'm like, and then the next day, she has a bagpipe player, bagpipes, come to introduce their local dish, which is it's haggis, right? Haggis, and which is basically a big fat sausage of intestines,
Okay.
but with gravy and mashed potatoes. It tastes great. So yeah, I spent the night with
Okay.
Tilda, and she couldn't have been more lovely, amazing.
Was she familiar with your work? Did
Oh,
she
wait,
watch
wait, wait.
Housewives and stuff?
We're on the train, and yeah, of course. Now I didn't know she was a fan until I was told she was coming. So she was, "How's Dorinda doing?" I said, "Well, she's in Scotland actually doing traders." "Oh, please do tell her to come. Let's call her up." So I FaceTime Dorinda, who doesn't answer because she's on lockdown doing traders. And then she goes, "How's Sonia doing?"
Which I want to know how Sonya's doing too, which we'll get to in
Yeah,
a
me
second.
too. Me
But
too.
That's incredible. I mean, Tilda Swinton's, of course, one of our greatest actors of all time, I'd say. I mean,
Oh my God.
truly the best. So to know that she watched you on Housewives makes me feel good. And I like that she was a fan, and
I
that
know,
makes me
me
so
too.
happy. And I
Blown
would
away.
love, now my biggest dream is just for you and Tilda Swinton to like do season 2 of Crappy Lake, like the two of you in Scotland, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my God, the two of us in Scotland, wouldn't that be a show?
Oh, I would love it. I'd fucking love
So,
it, Luann.
she knows, so I show her Noelle's paintings, my son's painting. And she goes, "Oh, darling, well, tomorrow we're going to take a walkabout on the property and I'm going to show I have an art studio for him. I would love for him to come and paint." So she takes me to, she's got like cottages everywhere on 300 acres. And she shows me the art studio where he's going to sleep. And do tell Dorinda when she's done with traitors that she must come.
She
She's,
must come. I mean,
she's
yeah, the idea of you,
eccentric.
Dorinda, and Tilda.
Eccentric. Now, I know eccentric. I've been around a lot of eccentric people. This takes the cake. And the castle's from 800, not 1800, 800.
I love it.
And
What's the style of Tilda Swinton's house? Is it like modern decor? Is it
I know,
like what is it?
very old school,
Yeah,
it's castle furniture.
castle furniture. Okay, Luann, I want to go back to your show. You're performing at these festivals. What is the high like when you come off a stage with that many people? Of course, we saw you the very first time when you were performing at 54 Below, and I imagine it must be a bit of a mind fuck for you that this thing has snowballed into what it has become. Tilda Swinton coming to see you at a festival in another country. I mean, so what's that mind fuck like for you?
It's incredible. England, like I said, has been said before earlier today, and is that they've been waiting for so long for me to come over there. So the excitement was, I mean, the Pussycat Dolls came to say hello to me on Vogue. The star of Bridgerton,
The hot guy?
Nicola, Nicola
Oh,
Coughlan.
Nicola, she's amazing. She's so
He
funny.
made a
Yeah,
song. Did you see the
yeah,
song?
she's like a huge Housewives fan. Yeah.
More shoes, caviar, yum. I love it. Love.
Do
I
you
mean,
feel, wait, Luann, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. Did you ever see that clip from 30 Rock of Denise Richards singing like a Housewives song? I assume
Denise
you must have.
Richards.
Yeah, Denise Richards. It was before Denise Richards was on Housewives. She did a little guest spot on 30
Oh,
Rock.
let's look for it.
And yeah, it's so funny. And she's basically doing she's doing you. And I wonder, I think there have been so many housewives or people kind of in reality TV and stuff who have kind of started to do music after you, but it must be weird to know that you've inspired or that it's snowballed into all these other things.
Are
People
you
like
kidding me?
Nicola.
I was at SNL, right? And when they spoof housewives all the time on SNL, right? Christian Vick. So I go and they come and get me. They're like, Christian Vick wants to come to her dressing room. I said, okay. So I go, and there's a lot of pot smoking going on. Anyway, we had the best time. And one day, and this was on somebody's podcast, which is huge. I'm walking to a restaurant. Uh, what's it called? Los
Las
Culturistas.
Culturistas, the podcast.
Yes.
We love them. Bowen and Matt host it. They're great.
So it is. Los Culturistas. No, no, but from SNL. Right. So this actually happens. And she goes on the podcast and she tells them that she actually chased me down the street one day, Tina Fey. And she did. I was with Jacques. We were looking hot. And we went to a restaurant, which is very well known. It was called West. And I'm not even sure it's there anymore. But anyway, so I walk in with Jacques and we're arm in arm. We're all like kissy kissy. And this woman jumps up and they're eating on the sidewalk with children, etc. And she comes up, she goes, "Oh, I just want to say hello. We are both NBC talent. And I'm a big fan. And it's Tina Fey." I mean, I called everybody I knew.
Of course. But
Oh my God.
Luann, we loved watching you on RHONY, and we love to continue to watch you on all of your other projects. It's just I don't know, it's fun to see. And I mentioned Crappy Lake earlier, and I just want to know what happened with that because there were these rumors. Jeff Lewis, I think, had said on his podcast that maybe the reason why there wasn't a season 2 was because Sonia was maybe a little messy. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn or paraphrasing too much, but what's the truth there?
Well, I don't think that's true.
Is there a chance for another crappy lake season?
Well, I think so. I think it's hard to beat Benton because it was very personal to our producer. So I think they're looking at different locations for a next season, but we'll see.
I
We'll see.
already know. I know
I'm
what I think.
hoping.
I know what you should do. I want to see you in Vegas setting up a residency. This is my fantasy for another show for you to do is just like I want to follow a Luann residency in Las Vegas. Vegas would be my
I'll tell you
choice.
what's wrong with that. My biggest nightmare is to be in a place where I have to sell shows on a regular basis. Look what happened with Erica Jane. Right, tickets were like $7. She had
Right.
to try to fill that room. No, I'd rather move
Move
around and
around, see people.
I don't want to be stuck anywhere.
Well, then why can't we watch you on tour? Like there should be some sort of tour documentary where we're following you, Luann. Like the idea that like we don't get to see you bump into Tilda Swinton on that stage
I
is
know.
devastating to me.
That's a whole nother reality show right there. But oh yes, there's been talks about following my tour. And now I'll go back to them because I have so many more dates going back to London because it was so successful for me that I'm going back to London and Australia next. So
I got to bring up the Bethenny of it all because you bumped into Bethenny, and then so what happened there, and kind of like walk me through every second of it because it's so fascinating to
I
me.
know. So I walk in and um, I pass by her and she kind of comes to grab me and she says, um, peace on earth, something like that. Bryn would like a picture with you because she's a fan. I was like, of course. And she's a beautiful, beautiful, lovely little girl. And I give her a big hug. And during this, she concedes, well, I guess life is a cabaret, isn't it?
You
I'm
were
like,
right all along.
yeah. And which I love that she does that. And I love Bethenny. She's very funny. It's very funny. And it's like my discombobulated family, you see. So she's, as much as we've fought over the years and what she's been blowing up Bravo and this is our world now, right? Not just Andy Cohen. This is my world, right? And trashing the housewives for so long and then actually doing a podcast about us and talking about me all the time. It's like, get a life, girlfriend. Anyway, so that happens, and I'm fine with that. And I said to her, I wrote to her a text. I said, it was good to see you. You're like discombobulated family to me, and send me the pictures. Well, I never got them because she was posting them first, of course. And then I'm blocked on social media. All right. So I grabbed the pictures and then I put them out on my Insta saying, life is a cabaret. Get your tickets to CountessLuann.com. Andy died. Andy Cohen was like, died. He loved it. And so then I give a story, which is the true story, which is like, I'm kind of hurt by this situation because I didn't feel it was genuine. And she even says, Bryn was my bridge to Luann. So she uses her daughter to me. That I did not like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she's give me the pictures. I'm still blocked. And I'm like, okay, listen, I don't hold grudges. I'm not that person. I mean, she's done so many terrible things to me in the past. But I do love our fights that we've had. They were so good.
The most epic.
They're real.
Yeah. And I mean, even
when she said to me, life is not a cabaret. And I sit there and I go, okay. And you see my reaction at that table in Miami. Okay. And I actually walked out, which people don't know. I walked out. The producers were outside. I said, I don't know if I can go back in because she just tore me down. And the women were not singing up for me either. Okay. Not anyone. Right. So,
wait, in that cabaret moment
we've been through it, Dawn. We've been through it. What about the Berkshires where she tells me, you fuck everyone? I'm like, really? Really? Well, look at you. You need to get laid when she cut her hair short. I'm like, your hair looks just like mine, by the way. Oh my God. And then she says, you fuck everyone. And I go, you need to get laid. See, me and her can go toe to toe.
Good TV.
Sonia, I mean, she starts crying. Bethenny she's a shark, and I admire her for that. You know what I mean? Because
Wait,
she's smart, she's fast.
Luann, I
Um,
want to go back to that dinner in Miami, though. I want to talk about that
yeah,
dinner where she says life is not a cabaret. Is there a moment when that's happening? Do you feel like that reaction was natural for her, or do you think it was
no,
putting on a
it was
show?
real. It was that was the time that I'm playing the Fillmore Theater, the old Jackie Gleason Theater in Miami. Oh yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm going to go take a picture by my poster, like any person normally do. Like, oh, hey man, this is when it first started to get bigger. Playing bigger theaters, etc. And guess what they want? Truffle fries. And they're mad at me for going swimming at the beach. I'm like,
Well, and wait, what was she saying? What was that thing about the field? Didn't she say in that moment, like you were running in a field or something? I'm just remembering it now. I don't know if I don't know.
no,
I don't
no,
know.
they were pissed because I went to the beach and I went to see my poster. I want to go for a swim. We're in a hot place in Miami and our feet in the sand in some restaurant. I don't care what one it is. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Okay,
And
so have you heard from Bethany since this sort of thing happened? I mean, I know
yeah, of
you
course,
gave a
she just
statement, she
wants
gave a
peace.
statement.
She just wants peace. So do I. I'm not that girl. I don't, I don't, it was what it was, and it was magnificent.
Do you think we'll see you on her podcast or could that happen?
Maybe.
I would love it if the two of you just got together and just, I
I
don't know.
think,
I feel like it would be explosive.
what we are? We're the reality version of Feud for real.
So you're blocked on social, you're
She's Betty,
blocked on her social media, but so you don't
and
see all of her TikToks.
so she's Betty Davis, and I'm Joan Crawford because I'm fucking prettier. That's true.
Oh, Luann. Okay, go.
Betty
That,
Davis is very conniving. I mean, we're the reality version of Feud, is what we are, because it's
um,
real. The feuds are real. So
I
she tries
I
to use
gotta go back to.
to put herself around. And I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Wait a second. This is not exactly how it went down. Um, and Andy Cohen left 3 seconds before she got there. It was like, thank God.
Do you think she's done trying to take down Bravo, or is there still
I
more
think
to come? Yeah,
I think so, but I don't know. I haven't heard the recent news. Have you?
no, no.
We
Is
don't know
there
what's
something new?
happening there. But good luck trying to go after NBC. That's all I got to say. I
Uh,
don't
uh,
break the hand that feeds me. I have a great relationship with Bravo and NBC. I'm working on a lot of other shows for them now, which nobody knows about yet.
can you tell me about any of them?
No, I cannot.
I
Not
want
yet.
to. Wait, can I tell you what another idea that I really want to happen on Bravo? There are all
Yeah.
these great dating shows. I'm newly obsessed with Love Island USA. Of course, there's like The Bachelor World, and I think obviously it would make sense for there to be like a Bravo celebrity dating show. Would you do
I'm
something
gonna
like
give
that?
you this, darling. I went to Bravo probably 5 years ago. I said, who can charm the socks off the Countess? Before the Golden Bachelor ever existed.
We
They
need
passed.
that. We need that.
They passed.
Okay, I don't know.
Wrong.
It was so wrong. And
Wrong.
I think Bravo needs to lean into like the dating space because I feel like there's a missed opportunity there, especially with people like you who are single on the network. We would love to see you dating. I would even love something that's like a Love Island where we get a bunch of you together and see kind of like who pairs up with who. Is there any guy in the Bravo universe that,
Are you a white witch like Dorinda?
you know,
Don't worry.
I
It's
know
all
things.
it's all happening, darling.
I know things.
So I'm saying
Um,
it's all happening. The
yeah, I think
housewives alone, Danny, with the housewives alone, you could make I don't know how many seasons of Love Island or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all single. If the housewives curse is real, right?
are there any men on Bravo that you would love to pair up with, or you would be excited if you were in an atmosphere with them? You know, like when I was at BravoCon, the captain from Below Deck, of course, everybody saw that man walk by and wanted to fuck him. Like every single
Not
straight
me.
gay. Not you?
Not
What?
me.
Why?
Not me.
Why?
No, no, Captain Jason, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. So what I noticed about him is playing around with all the girls at BravoCon. I was like, I don't like players. I like the real deal. I like real men, and I like European men. What am I going to do with the men from below deck? Not for me.
See, isn't he Australian? I love an Australian accent. Like I'm so turned on by that accent.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I prefer French or
Are
English.
there are there any men that you've met in the Bravo world that you find are
Hey,
very attractive?
Joe Bradley.
Okay, what happened there, Luann? Did you guys hook up? Was that a
I
thing?
can't tell you.
So yeah, yeah. My worry, my
So wait, so the girlfriend follows him on the phone, and guess where he comes? To my apartment. But I have other friends here, so he comes back to the apartment. We have drinks, etc. But um, but no, we did not hook up. But you know, the day is still young.
okay, okay,
I don't, I like age appropriate guys. I don't date guys that young because, I have a son who's 27 years old. It's kind of weird for me, but he was definitely attracted to me and we definitely had chemistry. And I was very attracted to him. Very, you know what? I love boys from the South because they have good manners. And he was very mature for his age. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And
You
he
know
was kind of,
the
yeah,
young
wait.
guy,
He was kind of into my stuff. And I was like, all right. Is it your girlfriend sitting over there?
Luann, they can't resist. The thing about the young guys, though, I feel like they're not good in bed. Like, what's your experience with that? Because I always feel like those 20s, 25, like they're not great. And yeah, they might be able to go for a while. They might be able to get it up quickly, but I feel like they're not great in bed.
Well, I'm going to plead the fifth
Okay. Okay.
because I don't have a lot of experience. Like I said, I don't date 20-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Now, the 30-year-olds, 40-something-year-olds are into my stuff. You're going to love this. They're all into my stuff. The 50-year-olds are like, fuck, I'm 50, so I need a 20-year-old. And the 60-year-olds have a problem in the lower level, as Ramona would call it. It's actually the fucking basement.
Luann, I love you so much. Okay.
And I include this, by the way. I talk about all this in my cabaret because it's about Mary F. Kill, right? I love the lyrics. I wrote the song. I write all my music. There's men that I would marry. They give me such a thrill. There's men that I would F and men that I would kill. All right. So we're not killing anybody. We're going to get rid of them. Right. So this show is all about that. And I talk about my dating apps. I talk about Tom. I talk about everything.
And
Right.
the show
And
is always evolving.
what?
And your show is always evolving too. You
Oh
just
no,
added
it's different every time. You're not seeing the same show ever,
right.
ever. Um, and I wrote the song because I was inspired by my fans. So that's why I love what I do because money can't buy you class. I won't tell you what that's about.
Luann, you added
They will
flowers.
be. They both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so Mary F. Kill. It's. I was asked that question every single time I did a show because I do Q&A with the audience. Every single show, Countess Mary F. Kill, and I was like, you know what? That's the name of my next tour. And then I realized, oh, shit, I got to write a song about it too. So you know what I do? I go up to Woodstock, I hide for 3 days, and I wrote the song. And then I brought it to Bruce Roberts, who's an icon in the business, like Whitney Houston. I mean, and he and I put together Mary F. Kill. And I love the song so much. And Tracy Young just remixed it, who won a Grammy with Madonna.
And has a weird full circle Bravo moment
Isn't
because I
that
think she
weird? I've known
was
her since she was dating Kim.
wild. Wild.
Wow. Full circle.
And Luann, in your show, you just added Miley Cyrus's Flowers. As I said, it's always evolving. Like, how are you? I mean, aside from your own new music or when you go
Well,
and
you
write
want to hear the
something.
best? You want to hear the
Yeah.
best?
Yeah.
So I'm going into rehearsals. I've got everyone booked. Musical director, the band. We're in full rehearsals for Mary F. Kill. And they get a call from Miley Cyrus's team. They reach out, ask me if I would surprise her for the Grammys.
What?
If I have one regret in my life, is not doing that. So anyway, it counts as already changed my whole thing, but I didn't. It was very short notice, but they wanted me to come and surprise her for an after party for the Grammys. Now we don't know if she's going to win, but we'd like you to come. I said, I just can't. Yeah, I can't cancel those people last minute. It was like, I'm talking about a day before, 2 days. I'm not doing that. Anyway, but you know what? They asked, and guess what? That song was already on my agenda. And so was, you'll love this. You have to see the new show, you're gonna fucking love it. These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do, right? So guess who does this cowboy-esque thing now is Beyonce. But I'm already doing boots, right? So it's just like falls into place. It's magic. And I build my show like that. I pick a song that I love personally, and my fans know my songs. So every song I pick, I know that my fans, it's a sing-along. I know they know the song because guess what? Mommy was listening to the same music I was. So my fans are really young and hot. So they know every song I'm going to sing. And I love that. That's what I do. And then I go, oh, what is that noise? What is that noise? So how I build my show is I pick my music that I love. Then I back into it with the story. Like, how am I going to get into that song? Right? And God knows, I've got a lot of stories, darling. So I tell a story that gets me to the song. And then I pick the dress because I do Tina Turner.
Oh, so do you do a look that's Tina Turner-esque? Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That has fringes that when I move, it's like, it's Tina Turner, right? What's love got to do? Got to do
with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I go
Simply
in
the
deep.
best.
Shania Twain.
Yeah.
I tell a story about a date where I decide, it's I have a blind date in Miami, and oh my God, such a great story. So I can't tell you the whole story, but the punchline basically is that am I gonna fuck him on the first date? It's COVID. And then there's STDs. I'm like, and then I go, good angel, bad angel. I rip off my clothes, jump into bed, regardless of the consequences. Let's go, girls. Going out tonight. Feeling. Oh no, I love it. And
that is
people,
the best
people
intro.
My shows, what I love, they have no idea because they watch my cabaret show on the Housewives. They never show anything musically because they won't pay for music rights, right? So they only show the drama surrounding my show. They don't show what I do. So people come in, they don't know what to expect. And they come in a Toyota. And guess what they drive out in? A Rolls Royce, darling.
And Luann, let me tell you something. I've been to probably, I think, 3 or 4 of your shows I've been to. I haven't, I have. I haven't been to Mary F. Kill, but I think I know I'm coming.
This is beyond.
But I've been to 3 or 4 of your
San
shows.
Diego.
I know. I'm gonna come the next time you're around. Maybe San Diego. I'll come if I
I'm going to
can.
San Diego, darling.
I need to come.
What date is that? San Diego, Roger? San Diego, I think it's in August. No.
But Luanna, what I want to say is, and I might have mentioned this to you before, but the thing that is so fun about your shows is the audience, because it is so, the crowds are just like it's the best like live entertainment crowd you could find, because I think everyone that comes sort of shares the knowledge of this weird world of Bravo that we're in. And so they get the references, but then they're also just ready to have a good time. And I think like the crowds at your shows to me are like some of the best crowds you'll ever find.
You know what? They're connected already by the Housewives connection.
Yeah.
So they become friends. They go out together. If you're alone, you meet people. I know. So they're part of my show. They're in. So that's where I do the music I do, because I know they know the song already. And like I said, it's a big sing along. So they're part of the show. I mean, I've had fans come and go, I went to Beyonce. I went to Taylor Swift. This is so much more fun because they're involved, and we play Mary F. Kill. I play with the audience. We play Mary F. Kill. So you know what? It is a full-on party, and I love to blow their socks off because they don't know what to expect. And I worked very hard in my cabaret. I was in rehearsals for months before I went on tour. And my director is Richard J. Alexander. For example, when I finish, what's love got to do with it? I go, that's where my director comes in. You blow a kiss to Tina Turner.
Yeah, a little flow of
And
respect. Hmm.
praise for that woman.
Her
So
documentary is
wait,
fantastic.
I'm going to Baltimore, Maryland, Alexandria, Virginia, Tacoma, Washington. Hold on, San Diego, Phoenix, and New York City. I'm playing Sony Hall this time around,
And
November 15th.
Sony Hall's going to be in November, right? So that'll be right
Yeah.
before
Yeah, your
Thanksgiving.
tickets.
That'll be
Oh,
such a
Dan,
fun
y'all
show.
already get tickets? We got to get tickets for Danny Pellegrino. Because guess what? They're going to sell out quickly because it's not a big place. What is it, 600 people or 700? Yeah, small.
And then will you do will
Mighty
you do a
Hoopla,
holiday?
Mighty Hoopla, darling. Mighty Hoopla Festival, 40,000 people. I was like, holy shit. I
It's
mean, I was
crazy.
like, it was insane.
Uh,
It felt so good. Felt so good to hear them all sing every lyric of my song. They already know Mary F. Kill.
well,
They already
because
know that.
Luann, you're fucking worldwide. People like you. We love you.
Well, I'm a good girl. I'm a good person.
Yeah, I want to play Mary F. Kill with you really quick. I'm sure you get these all the time. I'll just do one for you really quickly. It's a Bravo version, and I gotta hear your shade because I know you're gonna be shady with this one.
These I'd be housewives.
Um, Bethenny, Carol, and Barbara Kay.
Bethenny, Carol. God, so many I want to kill. I want to kill them all. How's that?
Just, you just yeah, just be alone at that point.
Well, yeah. All right, let's do this seriously. Um, I'm going to marry Bethenny because she's smart, she's witty,
Rich.
challenges me, and she's rich. I'm going to fuck Carol. She would love it. And
And
I'll
I
kill
feel
her.
yeah. Okay.
Amazing,
Do you ever
right?
do you ever hear from Carol? Because I feel like the two of you do sort of share a common enemy.
Carol?
Yeah. Do you ever hear from her?
No, but I've seen her.
And how
And
was it?
guess what? Hey, how are you? Good to see you. You too. Bye. See you later.
What about you and Sonia? I got to go back to the Sonia. Is everything okay with Sonia? We saw that she sold the townhouse, and I just wanted to clear up those kind of rumors that were going around. Is everything okay? Because there was also something about Watch What Happens Live. There was a 15th anniversary special. You were on it with
I was sitting
Sonia.
next to her.
Yeah, and so there were these rumors that she was a little bit of a mess, and maybe some stuff had to be cut around, and people were getting frustrated. Is there anything you could speak on to that stuff?
Well, listen, we all have good days and we all have sometimes a bad day. She just sold her townhouse, which I'm sure she's very upset about, and um, Jeff Lewis is looking at me like, what's going on over here? I'm used to her.
Right.
I've taken margarita pictures out of her hands on trips. You've seen me. Like, no. I mean, I'm no authority on that. You see me fall into a bush. I don't, I'm not here to preach. I don't do that. So she had a night and it's okay.
Yeah. Good.
And I love Sonia. She's like my family to me. So
Yeah.
you can't get a mean word out of me about her because I love her.
Well,
And we all have those moments.
right.
God knows I've had mine. And so I don't judge, but certain people will. And Jeff Lewis is a judgmental dude.
And I think
That.
so many of us are rooting for Sonia too. I think she has such a special place in our hearts and stuff, which might sound so cheesy,
Yeah.
but so I think we all just kind of want.
No mean bone in that body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just Sonia Rita.
Now, what about Dorinda? I love Dorinda. I
I
love
was
her
with her last
dearly.
night. We went to see Cabaret with Eddie Redmayne.
Was it good?
Oh my God. And BB Newirth. Wow. Let me tell you, John, I've never seen anything so good in my life. What a show. That's the best show I've ever seen, actually.
Wow.
Amazing.
Luann, we need to get you on Broadway. When are we getting you on Broadway?
The cabaret. Oh, love. Oh my God. Love it.
Can we get you on Broadway?
I was like, it's a dream come true. It's like being in Disneyland or Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory or The Wizard of Oz. It's magical. So Dorinda goes, it's 3 hours. I go, you'll be enthralled the whole time. Trust me, darling. And Dorinda was like, we were holding hands. I was crying. I mean, what a show. What a show.
Can we see you on Broadway?
Well, You know what I could see? The SNL ladies playing the housewives on Broadway.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Holy shit.
Be so
Christian,
fucking good.
isn't it?
It'd be
Let's
so
put it
good.
in the universe, darling.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna get to my questions. I got a couple questions and then I know I gotta let you go, but people wrote in questions, so I want to make sure I get to
Okay,
these.
sure.
Allison Villa said, what is your workout routine? Obviously, you look so incredible all the time, but
No,
is there a specific routine you do?
yes, I do. And I'll tell you what it is. So I like to be outside. So in the Hamptons or in the city, I run for 15 minutes, get the heart rate up, get the blood flowing, moving around. Got to do that. Good for the heart, good for the lungs. Then 15 minutes abs, 15 minutes arms, and 15 minutes legs. 1 hour, but you got to work each part, at the same. So meaning you don't jump from one thing to the other. You work on the arms until they hurt,
Right.
basically. And abs especially because unless you feel the burn, and I'm very lucky because I have muscle memory like boys do. You know what I mean? I get muscle memory. I mean, you can't see because I have this huge thing on, but this is very nice actually, Giovanni.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Is it gorgeous? I
You
know.
better do you get free Giovanni now at this point?
Free?
Yeah,
You think I've ever paid for a Giovanni dress in my lifetime? They owe me money, darling.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, like, you should be getting like
You
a
know what I'm
monthly
doing?
check.
I'm working on a line for them,
Oh, good, good.
which is more affordable. That has stretch, so anyone can wear it and look fabulous. Do you know what I mean? So a little bit more for every woman, every diva. Viva la diva.
Viva la diva. I love that song.
Every time. Desmond Child.
Okay,
Just living the vida loca, living on a prayer. I mean, just him. That guy.
Bravo effing Bravo said, I'd like to know if she's in contact with the Count, and anything you could tell us an update about the Count.
Oh, well, he's the father of my children. What do you think? The
Yeah.
Count said to me, "You'll always be the Countess." He did not remarry, darling. I did.
Do you ever hear from Tom?
Okay. It's okay.
Do you ever hear
What?
from Tom?
No,
Tom? No.
no,
Um,
negative.
Carla Duran said, has Lou spoken to Jill? Where do you two stand?
I speak to Jill all the time.
Yeah, you two are
In
good.
fact, she just sent me Jill Zarin carpets for my patio in the Hamptons. And she's out there. We play tennis together. No, I see Jill. I see Dorinda. I see Kelly. Kelly is a whole other story right now.
Oh, Kelly just went through a breakup. She
Well,
just
yeah,
went through, yeah.
days before she would get married.
Were you going to go to the wedding? What happened there?
You know what? I was trying to go. I couldn't make it. And then she canceled it. So it worked out.
So you didn't miss anything.
I feel for her. She's, I think, struggling through this. And, I don't know what's happening personally right now because she needs some time to like chill out. So I texted her and I said, I'm so sorry. And I'm here if you need me. You can always call me, etc. I was with Dorinda last night. Ramona texted me, when are we going on your boat in the Hamptons? Ramona likes to go on my boat. We go to Sunset Beach.
Luann, I'm so disgusted that we don't get to see you all together. I know you did the Legacy, RHONY Legacy, which was great.
Yeah.
And I still want more of that too.
So what about us going on Below Deck? Hello.
Is that happening? Can we get that?
Let's make it happen.
I mean,
the OGs of New York need to go everywhere.
I just think, Luann, you all have the best chemistry, and God bless the new franchise, whatever. Like, whatever. God bless them. But like the OG group,
right.
Yeah, God bless them. Good, go do it. Keep doing it, whatever. But the OG, you guys have such good chemistry, and
because we're really friends.
right.
But thick as thieves. I mean, I've known Jill forever. I've known Dorinda. I've known Sonia forever when she lived in Europe and she had the yacht.
And the thing that always came across watching you all is that even when you hate each other, it still felt like you had each other's back. Like it felt very much like a family in that way. Yeah.
Totally. So in fact, when I saw Bethenny, I said, it was great to see you because you're part of my discombobulated family, right? So, listen, we have families. Do we see them all? No. Do we like each other? Sure, but you sit down at the table for Thanksgiving, don't we?
Right.
And you keep it civilized.
Yeah.
So that's it. We always fought, but we always made up because you need conflict and resolution.
Right.
Nobody wants to see ongoing conflict. No, people need to. So, and I find this on other Housewives franchises, that there's no resolution, and then that people take their families down. Like, no, 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 we never did that. We
Right.
were like fighting in fashion shows. That was our thing.
I always used to call, you all had that, what I used to call RHONY whiplash, which was like you would be fighting about one thing, but then you would immediately make up and move on to the next thing. And it made it so exciting for the viewer because like we weren't getting bogged down in the way that some of the other franchises, like Beverly
Well,
Hills is
guess
sort of
what?
notorious for that.
You're fighting over cheese platters. Who gives a shit about the cheese platter? But anyway, I mean, we moved faster with storylines than anyone.
So good.
Because
Okay.
what?
One more
Yeah,
One
go
more
ahead.
question for you, Luann. Real Housewives Ranked wanted to know, former Bravo lab Ryan Serhant has a new show on Netflix, which has been successful. Would you and the other ladies ever consider doing a new show together on another network, or are we just, can we get something going on Bravo?
What do you think Dorinda and I spoke about last night?
Oh, I
Don't
need it.
worry. We're not going anywhere, darling.
Yeah.
Don't.
I can't wait. Luann, thank you so much for taking the time. Anything else you want to let listeners know? Obviously, we want to tell everyone to go get tickets from your website. Go see you. You're going to be throughout the rest of July, and in August, you're traveling and on tour. And then you have that November show at the Sony Theater in New York. Where can
Yeah.
people get the tickets?
CountessLuann.com. And I post a lot on Instagram. They can follow me there to know everything that's happening with me. And I'm super excited to play different places because I just got back from Europe. So I'm playing Alexandria, Virginia, where my girlfriend is, that I grew up with since I'm 8 years old. So she's coming with her friends. I've never been to Maryland, so I'm doing Baltimore. Never been there. San Diego, I've never done. So I'm playing markets I haven't done, and I'm super excited because tickets are going very fast, and I love it.
And
Because
Luann,
people,
I don't know if what.
I love what I do, and you can see it, right? So, and you'll find things in my show that you'll never hear anywhere because it's my story. People are like, how could you remember all these things? Because they're mine. I can't forget the story that leads into a certain song. Like I sing Santana.
A little smooth.
Play the bongos.
I love it. And Luann, I just got to say,
something about a woman in an evening gown dripping in jewels playing the bongos. It's very exciting.
I gotta also just shout out your social media. I don't know if there's someone working. I'm sure there's someone working with you on your social, but your social lately has been like killing it. So whoever the gay is that's running your social right now, they're doing a great job.
My twink?
Is it a twink? Yeah. They're doing a good job.
You're going to see Roger a lot more in my life.
Is it Roger who's right there okay. Yeah, I was like, whoever's doing it is doing a really good job. I don't know.
Roger's wait, he's over there. He's doing like this.
Well, because I feel like it's like leaning into the silliness and stuff. And I think the vibe of what your live show is in a way that's like really fun. And yeah, I just had to say, good job.
It's so much fun. It's pop culture meets cabaret, meets comedy, meets a fashion show. Because I bring it with different dresses. Oh my God, one for each mood and each part of the show. Now I'm in intermission now. So I have a hot minute and the show's completely different than what it was. I mean, Richard J. Alexander, my director, like I said, Chanowitz, Streisand.
Grab the girls, anyone who's listening, grab your girlfriends, your gay friends, go to see Luann's show. If you're single and you're a gay man, you'll find a date there. You'll have a good time. Luann,
sure.
Anything else you want to plug?
The ladies came out and it's like birthday, bachelorette party. I mean, but the girls, and they put on their sequins and they put their statement, they show up for me. And what a nod that is to me. They get dressed to come to me. I love that.
Luann, you're the best. Anything else you want to plug?
My friend.
Anything else you want to let people know or plug before I say goodbye?
What else, Raj? Anything? Crappy Lake. Well, Crappy Lake is streaming, but people know about that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. I have a lot of shows coming down the pipe.
Stay tuned. Luann, thank you so much for taking the time. All the best, and we can't wait to see you live, and I can't wait to see you back on TV soon for that dating show.
And I'll see you in San Diego, darling.